Man, I got all this wood, and I got nothing to cut it with. I have absolutely nothing to cut wood with. If I just had, I know what I'll do. I'll call Adam, the NorthpointAxe.com fairy. Thanks, Adam.
Go.
All right, there we go. We got something new from Adam up at NorthpointAxe.com. He just sends me these. I offered to promote a bunch of his axes, and there's a bunch I really like that I was interested in. The Castle Defender axe is really cool. There's something, oh, I don't forget what it was, but there were two I really liked. One was the Castle Defender axe, and the other one was shucks. I go to his website a couple of times a month, but the last two times I went, he had some scantily clad woman swinging axes around, so now I can't remember it. Now I don't remember the axes. Thanks, Adam. What was that axe? It was the Castle Defender. Oh, well, there was another one. But what he said is, go check out his swords. He got bored and started making swords, and he doesn't like what he did, so he's just going to kind of sell them all off. And apparently there's some good deals you can get on swords. Now you're asking yourself, why would anyone want a sword? Why would anyone need a sword? Yeah, well, first off, there's one he's got that's really cool, that's actually useful. It's got a great historical significance too. It's called, I don't know how to pronounce it, I always call it the Sax. It's spelled S-A-E-X, and it's historical. It's just this giant, ugly machete/meat cleaver looking thing, and they're vicious. And when my ancestors, the Anglo-Saxons, came screaming down out of the areas there in North Germany, southern Scandinavia, they were swinging those things around, and they got named for that sword, the Sax. They became the Saxons. It's an incredibly effective, very simple weapon, and if you think a machete is useful, this is like a machete mixed with a bushcraft knife. It's a little bit big, but incredibly effective. You could convince me that if you had that on your pack, you weren't being silly. That being said, here's the really interesting thing for swords for me. You know, we as men in the modern world, we're told not to be men, and we don't have any traditions or symbols or what is it when you move from one era to another? Well, whatever. We don't have whatever those things are. I can't remember what it's called. And what a great way to do that, to give a man a sword. Your son or something, or you know, someone close. Hey, this is who you are. You are a warrior. You are a defender. Hang this on the wall and remember who you are. I give my sons tomahawks, axes when they get to a certain. It's been tomahawks up till now. My oldest son and then my son-in-law both got the rifleman tomahawk. My next son coming up. This was all before I knew Adam at Northpoint.com. My next son coming up is going to get the first two are going to be really jealous, because he's going to get something from Adam over at North Point to sort of, you know, symbolize him coming into manhood, and this is who you are, son. You're a builder, you're a defender, you're a warrior, it's just swords do that too. And he's got some really interesting swords. That Saxon one caught my eye because I'm all into that, you know, the Anglo-Saxons and the history and the feared and all that. It's fascinating to me. And you know, even just because you come from England doesn't mean you necessarily were a Saxon, but you know, there's a good chance it's definitely the ideological heir or whatever. So anyway, go check out his swords. He's got a good deal on them. This is called the Crow's Axe. I think he called this was actually the Odin's Crow's Axe. There's a historical axe. These are in museums, and I think this point used to be for something nefarious, but if you pay attention, what does that look like? For those of you who know axes, what does that look like without the blade on it? Cool points if you know, but I'll show you what it's used for. Watch that down there. Okay. Anyone who knows what that is, put it in the comments. But that's actually a tool people use. I don't use it. But you can use it for picking up small pieces of wood and having to bend over and save some time. It has a name. It's been on YouTube before. Wrangler Star may have talked about it at one point. I think he did. I think that's where I heard about it. It might have been Wrangler Star or something like that. But that's what that is, even though I think it used to be for maybe something not quite so constructive. But do me a favor, go check out Adam over at northpointaxe.com. I've told you from the first time he started this that I would be shilling shamelessly for him. Remember, he's one of our own who started this business long after he'd been with us. You know, he'd been commenting for a while. His screen name used to be something incomprehensible. It was Chinese characters or Hebrew characters. I'm not sure. I think it was Chinese characters. He's changed his screen name now to Northpoint Axe. But he's been a close friend of ours for probably a year, maybe 2 years or more before he started this business. And now he started this business, which is near and dear to our hearts because we've always loved tomahawks and axes and woodcraft and that stuff. And he has been very, very generous with giving me axes and not asking anything in return. I was going to actually do a video on my northpointaxe.com collection because I do honestly think at one point in the future he's going to be a well-known blacksmith. And I'll be able to say, this is Adam's earliest work. But you know, I told him I was going to do my collection. He said, "Don't do it yet. It's not as big as it's going to get." So I'm really excited about that. And I really like his stuff. It's simple. It's sturdy. It's handmade. He forged these by hands, and you know, it's got the imperfections and the personal stuff you'll see from something that was made by a man, not by a machine. So we do everything we can for Adam over there at northpointaxe.com, and that's axe with an E. So it's northpointaxe.com. Go check him out. At least just give him some traffic on his website, if nothing else. He is selling his swords cheap. There is a 10% discount code, or 10? I'm pretty sure it's 10. It might be something else, but I won't say what else it might be in case I'm wrong. I know it's at least 10. And the last time, Revolt Now, I think, is what it was. I bet you anything, well, I know for a fact he'll put it in the comment section, and when he does, I will pin that comment. But the last I heard, you know, you guys watching this through me, you got my viewers, it sounds so arrogant to say, but Revolting Man viewers got a discount code, and I think last time it was Revolt Now. So go check them out if nothing else, man. And if you need an axe, or if you want an axe, or if you've got a man you need to, a young man, a son, or anyone you need to express something to about who he is or who you want him to be, a sword would be a really great way to do that. And you know, the women are all laughing right now, all 6 of you. And there might not even be 6, there might just be the 3 still. But all 3 of you women are laughing. But there is something about a man giving a man a weapon that is sort of, not sort of, it's not sort, I said sort of again, it's deep. You know, it's deeply impactful, and it speaks to a man's soul when you say, hey, I trust you with this. Not only do I trust you with this, this is something that you could use, or that you could wield, or that is not it's not in my mind ridiculous for you to have this sword. You are worthy, or whatever it is. But it is a powerful statement you can give, especially a young man, with this. Look, this is who you are. This is your tool. This is what you represent. You're a warrior. You're a defender. You're a builder. Powerful statement to help usher a young man into manhood that way, and sort of give him his stamp of approval. But don't do it with this, because that would hurt. Men, we appreciate you. We really appreciate Adam at northpointaxe.com. We really want this to work, not only because we keep getting axes, but because he's a good guy. He's a family guy, and he's got a vision that is it's good a vision. You know, he wants to build something. He wants to make things that are useful, and you will not find cheaper hand-forged axes and swords, I'm assuming. I don't really know much about swords, than you will from Adam at northpointaxe.com. Go check them out. This is a shameless shill. We are not ashamed in the least. Men, we appreciate you. Thank you. Damn. That sucks.